Hello everyone, welcome back again to my class. This video, I will teach you how you can create class and objects in Java through your mobile phone. So come along with me, let's start learning and coding. So first thing you are going to do is to install GVDroid in your mobile phone. So once it is installed, we will now open it so we can now see the user interface of this application. So similar like in our CXX droid. So I have to flip it over so you can see a huge or a bigger text on your screen. So one good thing in GB Droid is that we can create project. So we can just similarly we can do what we are having in our PC through your mobile phone. So that is one advantage of having this application. So most likely, what the look and feel on our desktop or laptop is also the same in here. So first is we have to convert this file since once we are open the GPDoid, it's automatically have your main and your main class. You have so we need to first convert it into a project before proceeding. So we don't need to do something in here since it's automatically generated. So we cannot create object first without having our class. So the same class that we are going to use throughout this series of lectures. So this is my fourth video. Actually, this is my fifth. My fourth one is I already done working on it, but when I check it, there is no audio on my video. So that is why I have to repeat the process again. So the same human class, okay, the same thing, the same attribute. So what we are really doing here is to ship. I'm trying my best to give you a lot of options to be working on it on your phone and to your laptop onto your desktop. So right now, we need to do is to create our project. So by clicking this icon at the top right of your screen, okay, this one. Okay, you can see it. You can tap it, and you can now at the bottom part there is an upgrade to project. So we need to click that one to upgrade this file into project. So we have now project folder. So this is only the thing that we need to be concerned of on this form. So first is we need to know where our project is being or we go where we can save our project in our phone. So by clicking this icon again, we can set where we can save our project. So you can have it in on your internal storage or you can have on your external storage. It's up to you. In my case, I'll be creating it on my internal storage and I'll be creating a new folder for us. Like for example, Java projects. So that means all of your Java projects are in one place. Then click OK. Then after that, we can create Java project. Inside of that Java project, that is now your project folder. So I'll be creating, no, that is okay now. So yes, I'm just selecting only where we have to save our project. So all I need to do is to cancel it by clicking it back. Sorry. Uh, okay, and I will be selecting this folder. Select this folder. So I have now on Java project. Okay. Yeah. So again, no, probably I have a mistake on my idea. So I need to create another one, and that is the folder. Or that is the project folder. So that is now the project, the file or the folder that we need to have for all our projects. So right now, all we need to do is create it again, go to the internal storage, and I'll select all the Java project, Java, where it is. Yeah, this one. I'll create, and this is now the project folder where this is our project for this activity. So I will have first project. So I can name it my first project. Oh, done. So now we need to tap create. So we have now created. Then we need to select this folder at the top. We can select the folder at the top. Select a folder. Now we know that our first project is saved onto the Java projects in our internal storage. So all we need to do is leave everything as is and just type here create. No, type not type, but tap create. So as you can see here on this area, we can see here project and the name of the project is first project. So we can know that this file is under the first project. So you can will not be confused if where is this file is saved. So it's automatically this main class is now under the first project. So all we need to do next is to create our human class. So we don't need to create first our object since we don't have your human class. So how are we going to create our um, a new class in our project? So all we need to do is go back here to this icon. So you tap that icon and go to the tabs, and it will now change. Instead of upgrade to project, it will now turn to open project view. So we can tap on it. Then we can see where what is the hierarchy of packages or folders in our project. So first, our concern is the SRC folder or the SRC package. So you tap this SRC package and you can see, oh no, sorry, you tap it, this icon. Okay, and there is a main, and tap it again, and we can now have a main Java, and we can tap it again, we can see the main.java file. So all we need to do is the human.java file or human class will be right beside to our main.java. So all we need to do is to tap this Java, and we can click this add icon for us to create class. So we tap that one, click that add icon, and we click this uh, class. So we can name our class, and we know what is the name of our class, and that is class human. Now click done, or now tap done, and then tap create. So you tap at create. So once it is tap create, as you can see now on our editor in our GB Droid, we have now two tabs. First is the main.java and second is the human.java. And all of those files are inside of our project, which is the name of our project is first project. So we are now on the right direction. All of those files are under on the first project. We can see also if you are not in a one project, because if you miss create our file, like we click this one, sorry for that, when we go back here and we attempt to create new, as you can see now we have now three tabs, and you can see and you can check it that main Java is not on the project. As you can see here, there is no project here, which is first project. But when you tap human, we can see that human.java is on the project first project, and also this main.java. So this one is really not into your project. So you can see the difference if that file is on your project or not on your project. So all we need to do is to close this file. Make sure this file is the current one or the active one, and we can tap it hang again, and we close it for us to close, and we don't have confusion about the file that are open on our application. So right now, we can now start creating our attributes, right? So we memorize all those attributes, right? So first is we can create our name of attribute. So string name. Next is address. So it's still the same string address. And we can also add int age I know you already memorized those attributes. And we have also car for gender, and also um, double data type for height in meter, and last is double data type again. Sorry, this is on the weight in kg. So I guess all attributes are already been there. Sorry for that. I have a short lag on my phone and through my laptop. So I guess now it's working. And working naman. It is been it's already complete with our attributes. So for a while now, I make sure things is going well. I might have a delay on my phone and also on the video that I captured. So as long as it is okay, uh, I'll be proceeding it. So there is a delay, and I don't know why. Where there is a delay, I don't know why. Hopefully there. Okay, yeah, there is a delay when it comes to scrolling my screen. Okay, on my recording. Okay, I guess it is okay. And now we need to proceed. So once we have now ready with all those attributes, all we need to do is to create another one, which is the function. Remember that there are two parts of our class, which is the attributes, and that is the first thing that we did. And next thing is we were going to create our function, and that function is to greet and output a name of the object or the attribute of that object. Output some name. So here, first is the access modifier, and we will always use public first since we are just new to this thing. So public, and then the data type is void for us to not really complicate things. So we need to only output something, so we need to use void, and we can name it to greeting, and you can name it whatever you want. Mm. Or you can name it into our language. It depends on you. So left brace, and don't forget the right brace. So that's it. So we have now our void. So we have a typographical error where we miss we put it on at the bottom or another attribute. So I'll need to delete it and also type it again here. Okay, so that's it. So we now our attributes, and we have now a blank method or function in our class. So all we need to do is to output hello, I am, and whatever the name assigned on that name attribute. So I'll by typing start typing system dot out dot print line and start typing hello, I am, and to concatenate to a string, use this operator and call the name of that variable name. Then add semicolon. So I guess our human class has its own function. So we are now complete. We have now attributes of the human class that can describe that the human, and also we have a behavior of our class that when we call it, it will greet hello I am and the name of that particular variable object. So once it is now done, make sure that this is always saved. But in our case, we can see that this is not saved because on our tab there is an asterisk on our file name. So we will save it always. So all we need to do is go back on the icon here on the top right, that one. So I'll put it here and type save. No, type tap save. So tap save. So now the asterisk is now gone. So we now ready for creating an object. So we will now go to our main.java and we will now create our first object to the class. So first is to call the human class. We don't need to include it since Java always detect if these two are really in one folder. So we can conclude that one earlier that those two files are in one folder under the Java or the source, okay, a default package in Java. So here I'll call the human class and I will name it to object. You can name it whatever you want. And this one, I'll write a comment. We are now declaring our object. So we declare our object here. So next thing is we will initialize or assign a new copy of this object. So we are now creating an object to our class human. So we will use the name of that object and I will assign it with a new keyword new to really create a copy of that template or our class, and I will call human open close parenthesis. And this line tells us that we initialize our object. So we initialize our object here, our first object. So we initialize. So we now, since then, we are now ready to access everything in our attributes in our class. So I guess there is a delay on my screen again. So hopefully it will work okay once we stop our recording. So right now, everything the attributes again, all the attributes here and function can be accessed through our object. Okay. So next thing is to access the name and assign a value to my name. So it always what we did for our discussion. No? So I'll access it by using the object name, which is object. So object, okay, then type, use the dot operator and then use the name and have equals to my name, Juan Are Kasing Kasing. So I already assigned my value to my name. So we already access it and we also um, assign a value to it. So next thing that we're going to do is to call our greet function that will say hello, I am, and the name of the value of the attribute name. So again, to access it, use the object name, use the operator, and use the name of that function, which is greeting, and open close parenthesis. So I guess everything is okay. We already managed to create our instance of a class, human, and we assign value to it, to the name attribute, and we also access the object greeting, the greeting function through our object. So now we will try on it by clicking this icon, run. Hopefully there is no error. But I am glad there is an error for us to really explain it also. So I guess there is no error. So our program automatically output our method, which is greeting, and it outputs hello and I am and what our assigned value to our name, one Are Kasing Kasing. So again, it's working. So next thing is the last one is to create another object. We can name it, for example, another the same class human, and I can name it to A, B, C, and we are going to assign it directly, declare an assigning value or assigning a or initializing our object. So we have new human, so that's it. So we only have to use one line of, so typo error here. So I guess my screen is not working properly, so I have to pause. It's loading. So it's okay for a while. We will wait for our screen to pop up. I'll also connect it on my phone. Hopefully it works. Okay, it works now. Okay, go back to our screen. So we managed to create another object from the class human and we name it to ABC. So it is only one line of code that we really declare and initialize our object. So we can access now the name by the use of ABC object, and I will access the name and I will assign a value to Jill Rose. Our new value for our name is Jill Rose. Okay, don't forget to write semicolon, and then we'll access the function greeting. So again, abc dot greeting. Okay, and use semicolon. So okay, the same thing that we had. So we have another object that access the attribute name and assign a value of Jill Rose. Another object that access the greeting function. So hopefully it is working. The same thing that we did last time. Okay, I guess it is working and it outputs the way we want it to be outputted. So we have hello, I am Juan Ari Kasing Kasing, and hello, I am Jill Rose for the other objects. So that ends my demonstration of how we can create class and objects in Java through your mobile phone. I hope you've learned something on this video. So I am grateful for always watching my video. I am encouraged to always use create kind of video like this for you guys to understand our lesson. So again, this ends my discussion and demonstration. Thank you for going along with me for learning and coding. So we'll see each other next lesson. So work on your assignments and your activities posted in our Google Classroom. So that's it. So be safe, be well, and have a good day. God bless everyone. Bye bye.